How do you make your videos look really, really good so you look amazing when you share them out into the world? I get it, sometimes the lights are wrong and your image is too dark, or maybe you're too bright. Maybe it looks like you're really, really far back in the distance, or maybe you're way, way, way too close and you can see every single pore and blemish on your face. And I get it, it can be so frustrating and daunting when you don't have the right knowledge to make it work for you. And then because you're frustrated, you avoid it. Like the plague, you don't go near it. But with these 5 tips, I can promise you your videos will look amazing and you will be shown in the best possible light. Tip number 1, lighting. Lighting is the key when it comes to your videos. It doesn't matter what device you are using. It doesn't matter how old or how new, whether it's your computer, your phone, a camera. As long as your lighting is on point, you will look amazing. Now, the rule is light in front, not behind. So from here, you can see there is no lights behind me, but at the moment there is light directly in front of me. Now, there is a cheats way to do this, which I will show you right now. The easiest light is natural light, and the easiest way to find it is simply by looking out a window. So we hold our camera up to the window, but then have it turned back on us. Now, if you're wearing glasses, it is a challenge to get the right angle. Otherwise, you can always just take your glasses off. Okay, rule number 2, position your camera. It is really, really important to position your camera at eye level. We are not taking selfies, so having it up here looking down on you is not going to work. Position your camera at eye level. Now, if you're using your phone, be very careful at what eye level actually is to the camera. Your camera is not the entire phone. It's actually this tiny little thing at the top end of your phone. So make sure you are eye level with the tiny little camera, not the entire phone itself. Rule number 3, stabilize it. We are not shooting the latest blockbuster, so make sure your camera is still and is not going to move on you while you are recording. One of the best ways to do this, especially if you're using window lighting, looks like this. Hold your camera against the window. This will, by pushing it against the window, you're holding it steady, and yeah, you may need to adjust it slightly, but as long as you're pushing against the window or the wall, whatever you are using, it will stay steady and leaves you free to talk without any camera movement. Well, minimal camera movement. Rule number 4, frame yourself. So you know how sometimes you're watching a video and there's all this space above them? And then there's all this space to the side, or maybe they look really, really tiny and you can see the entire room, but you can't really see the person talking. This is what I mean by framing. The general rule of framing is chest and up with a small gap above your head. So of course, when I speak about rule number 5, adjust and test, you can see why sometimes you may have to move closer or move away from your camera in order to make that frame of chest and up and just that small gap above your head work for you. And bonus tip. Now, my bonus tip is a little controversial depending on the platform of which you are putting your video. Videography rules, the video community, movies are all shot in landscape mode. Therefore, it makes sense that all videos we produce should be in landscape mode as well. However, Instagram and some other social platforms are pushing for the portrait orientation. Be careful where you are sharing that video because it will determine which orientation you need for your camera. And they're the 5 steps. Make sure your light's in front, position the camera, stabilize the camera, frame yourself, and then adjust and retest. And then you're all good to go. One of the big things I've learned from doing videography is it doesn't matter what device you are using, these 5 rules apply each and every time. So there's no excuse. Pick up your phone, pick up your camera, jump in front of your computer and start recording your videos today. Love and kindness always. Mwah.